So this 4B movement, so y'all want your hair cut and shaved off? Come by my house. I'm running a special of $5 a haircut.
Welcome to Nice Finance. If you're reading the title, you already know what this video is about.
This feels spicy because I do.
No matter how loud, how kind, respectful, how cute, men will still hate you.
Women are talking about bringing that 4B movement right here to the United States.
Have about the Operation 4B.
Refuse to date men, get married, have with them, or children.
All I have to say is good luck getting laid. Me and my girlies are participating in the 4B movement.
No more kitty cat for moderate men.
And all the things that the patriarchy wants us to be. Clearly, they don't give a shit about us.
No attention to men. Delete block. Do not respond to them.
Government cares that they're not having kids because children are the future labor force.
I'm gonna start barking and get crazy.
I'm crazy too. All the women before me who were crazy.
It is the best thing I've ever done for my mental health.
The 4B movement. All right, feel me? I'm not be responding to you. I am like the 4B movement.
Do not acknowledge them. Do not look at them. Do not laugh at their jokes.
Why exactly are you going to keep becoming subservient to a nation that doesn't literally care about you?
Wake women up.
Originally, the 4B movement started in South Korea. It was a pact that the women had made not to have relationship, not to marry, not to have kids or have. What made it so powerful is because they were standing up because of the harassment, the social pressure they were getting, and the fact that there was a big double standard when it came to gender roles. Not only do they have to deal with the widespread misogyny, they have to deal with the expectation that they have to get married and have kids. And then on top of that, they're discriminated against in the household and at work. The 4B movement was them rejecting the fact that they had all these pressures on them, and they decided that they were going to start choosing themselves and their goals and their aspirations and what they wanted to do. This movement is more than just shaving your head, right? Because of some political outrage. It's about women taking back their stolen power. It's about pushing back on society that's tried to control their lives up to this point. A society that's told them what choices to make and what to believe. All of a sudden, people are jumping in on the 4B label, shaving their heads and claiming it's solidarity. But it's only because Kamala lost the election. Some people claim it's because how the men voted. And I'm sorry to whoever it offends, but that's not support. That's selective outrage. If people really cared about the 4B movement, they would have shown support long before the election results. They would have looked into what the South Korean women have endured and what made them make that choice in the first place. But instead, they're trying to hijack the movement, water it down, and then make it into just a trend. Real support means understanding what the actual movement stands for and not undercutting it by injecting other things into it. It's not something you do because it's convenient or makes a statement after a political event. It's about actually standing with those that started the movement for real reasons. And I mean, I think it's real important to know in a way that a lot of the stuff that we're seeing is performative outrage and it's losing its real meaning.
The next time I see a video on TikTok of Latina making lunch for her husband, I'm blocking her. If he doesn't care about your rights, why do you care about feeding him?
Customer in the car, so I message him and say, hey, just text me, I'll call you. Says he'll text me, then he just called me again. It's like, dude, what part of text me do you not understand? Why do you keep calling when I say I can't answer?
Okay, ladies, here are the rules going forward. If he voted for a woman, if he did not vote for a woman, he does not. If you do not have adequate access to birth control, contraceptives, and STD testing, he also does not. Third alternative, all men suffer. Let me know what you think, and we riot at dawn.
Good morning. I would just like to offer to the people that Black women don't need a 4B movement. We are the 4B movement. And I need y'all to realize that before these people come in and steal that from us, because I want y'all to know that they're about to start mirroring everything that we have been doing for the past couple of years. And especially now because we know that a lot of that manosphere content, that red pill content, the Kevin Samuelites of the world, is actually slightly political. And I don't know that a lot of people realize that. I think I always realized that. But you know, Black women were being told, oh, y'all value education, when we know that education is the major way to navigate yourself out of poverty. Oh, Black women are too independent, and you know, all of these things because Black women decided that unless we can marry well, we're not going to marry at all. And now look what they're taking away, no-fault divorces, and other groups of women are scared. You know, thank God, I said this on live yesterday, I'm like, thank God that we know how to sustain ourselves by ourselves, but we don't need a 4B movement. Now, I will say, I never Ever. Never. Hell will freeze over before I would consider myself to be a feminist. But I don't feel like we necessarily need that. Everything that they hate us for in this scenario is what is going to save us. We were just having a conversation last week, let the record reflect, telling people stop having children that you can't afford. Oh, that's eugenics. That's eugenics. Now look, public school education is going to be a mess. And so if you don't have an ability to educate your children outside of a school system, it's going to be terrible. But we don't need the 4B. We are the 4B. Okay, we have been revolutionizing our own community. Maybe just not realizing it, but that's what's been going on. And so, no, what Black women need in this scenario to me is self-validation, because it's clear that a lot of that red pill content, the dating, the relationship content, has y'all second guessing yourselves. And so you have to learn how to self-validate and know when you're on the right path. If you know that you were raised by a single parent, that you grew up under, below average earning in a household, like, you know the realities of what is about to happen. And so you don't need for people to tell you that you were on the right path to go to school, to get a degree. And don't get me started on the fact that we go to school to get degrees, to work, so that we can have access to healthcare. And so now, if you have private insurance and you have a PPO health insurance plan compared to these women that voted against their best interests. And I want y'all to know the Affordable Care Act, he's really going to do a number on that. Obamacare, they can kiss it goodbye. Like, honestly, we are the 4B movement. Everything that we have been yelling from the mountaintops for people to pay attention, and we thought it would only apply to us for a long time, and now it's applying to everybody. So don't get caught up and pay attention, because I guarantee you that these girls are going to start saying, we got to stop having children, right? We're not going to get married anymore. We're going to focus on our education. Who wrote the script to that movie? Oh, and for everybody that was running around calling Black women masculine for all of these things, yeah, welcome to the divine feminine. Yeah, because that's what that was this entire time. Protection, strategy, life, Women are the creators of lives. Women have wombs. Our wombs are the portal between heaven and earth. And so we can create life for other people. We can create lives for ourselves. And the reality is that they're just mad that they can't siphon energy off of us anymore, which is why they're trying to put these laws in place to make it so that we're forced to have to deal with them and forced to have to put a covering over them and create life for them. You better wake up. Okay, bye.
Hold up. You're telling me that these women that are upset that Donald Trump won, the ones that voted for Kamala, okay, are over here shaving their heads. If a red flag shows herself, fine by me. I don't have to fuck them. Okay. Let me get a good one with a full lot of hair instead of a toxic one with a cut up head. Get the out of here.
If you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing, sharing the video, and giving it a thumbs up. Until next time, take care.